how much control we have over EventX actually on EventX. We will see that in this video, and I will try to give you answer related to that question. First, this is sound module. This is not keyboard. So there is not a lot of space to put everything that we can have on bigger space on keyboard. But those clever people, very smart people, they put the most important controls that we need for our performing on this module. Look at, module is full of controls. We have potentiometers, we have buttons, we have touch screen, we have... so whatever we need is there. I can imagine that only two spaces that I can see here that we can put something else are here. But I don't see anything else that we need. We can already have access to everything that we need on this controller. Now, I will talk today about right hand, about solo section. What we have on this instrument if we want to control solo section, right hand. So let me start with that. We will start with buttons and potentiometers, and sometimes we will go to touch screen, and we will go to use some tricks that you can use if you want to get more control over instrument. Very quick control over this instrument. First, we have change of octave, we have transpose, we have aftertouch control, we have harmony. Those harmonies are harmonies offered by company, where you can choose a couple of harmonies that you can see them, which kind of harmony. If you hold that button, you can have access to a couple of options, and just scroll down with this button, you will see options and choose whatever you like. Then you have control of portamento, DSP, master effects, and we have user voice 1. We can activate user voice 1, and we can actually go there. And then when we go there, now we can go actually to user voice 1 or 2, and you can edit them. We will talk about that a little bit later. Just let me show you other controls. User styles, performance. If you go to performance, you have couple sets. You can have access to performance. It's combination of the sounds, styles, of everything, whatever you want to put inside of performance. Registration is like songbook or registration of everything as well. You can access with this button. Then voice 1, you can activate. Voice 2, you can activate. You can disactivate one of those buttons if you don't want to have it to play. But if you activate, you can control with this potentiometer. You can control. Voice 1 is combination of 3 sounds. Voice 2 is combination of 3 sounds. In my previous video, I told you about this combination, how you can make combination of 6 sounds, even add drawbar organ. We can find drawbar organ here, and we can access to drawbar organ here with this button. And we can control drawbar organ here. Look at, everything is so clever and so fast, so nothing is missing. Now, I will go out from this. We have microphone. When we press it and hold it, we have access to microphone, adjust microphone, choose whatever we want to choose, any preset, user preset, and you can adjust input of microphone on the back of this instrument, and you can go to voice tone, key button a little bit longer, and you can have access to voice tone, and you can make your choice of harmonies. Now, and you can control voice tone with this potentiometer and master control with this one. Now, I mentioned to you that you can control volume of voice combination 1 with this potentiometer and volume of combination 2 with this one. But those are combination of instruments. If you want to see all instruments, just there is trick to press both buttons, and you have access to all instruments. Combination of it. I think I have reverb on my. Let me see. Do I have reverb? Sorry about that. Oh no, I don't have it. I don't know why I can hear some kind of reverb. Okay, sorry about that. Now, let us continue. We have here, so combination of voice 1, 3 instruments. Combination of voice 2, 3 instruments. We can control them here. We can control volume, or if we press voice select, now if you click to one of those instruments, you have direct access to that instrument, and you can change that instrument. And that control of those instruments, as you can see, is very quick, just by pressing those 2 buttons. Go exit, control voice combination 1, voice combination 2, press button, you have all of them. That's it. Now it is pretty simple and fast. Now let us see what is happening here inside of voices. Now if I go to voice 1 and if I press that button, now I'm going to editing mode of voice 1. In editing mode, I have several windows. I will tell you main functions and all other functions that you can find in any other keyboard. I will just go over them very fast, or I will skip them because you can find them. You are familiar with them. I assume that you are familiar with those functions. Now, in first window, we have 3 instruments that we can change by just pressing on instrument. We can choose any instrument, adjust volume, reverb, shift, tone shift, then tuning, panning, chorus, and engage effect. If we engage effect, then we can choose basic start. We have several options from where we can start with idea of which kind of effect change we want to have. We have even user parts where we can put our chain of effects that we want to use. Now, whatever you have, anyway, when you go to effect edit, you will have access again to change those effects for this instrument. You can turn it off, turn it on, whatever you need. And when you press the parameters, now you can go further and do another adjusting. You can do with compressor your personal adjusting with delay. But if you choose more instruments, look at that. If I go to effects, if I choose EQ and chorus, now if I go to parameters, now I will get chorus and EQ. I can control them as well on my performance. I can put my personal taste on that effect. I'm talking too fast. Slower. Now that is about effects section. So you can do really whatever you want to do, whatever is supposed to be able to do in effects section. Now let me go. Okay, one test. Yen, one. Yen, yeah. Oh, okay. I know what was my reverb. Actually, my microphone over there in another part of the room is connected, and it was picking up some sound from here. If I put it here, now I have sound of the microphone. That is another microphone over there. Okay, now next window. Oh, no, not next window. Now scale. If we press that button, now we have option in note shift that we can adjust user scale for each instrument. That is cool action that we can do here, and that is cool stuff that doesn't exist in any another arranger keyboard. I mean, you cannot adjust note shifting in any another keyboard. I already told you that, so I will not repeat that. We talked about that. Now we have that, so that is something new, very powerful, and very, very useful. For example, this A minor, harmonic minor scale, and I can change. Now that's it, what I can do with this scale. Now, if I go to the next page, I have a range that I can make from which key to. I can do key mapping for each of those instruments. Velocity, I can control velocity. I can give fixed velocity, slope, or offset, and I can choose natural behavior of the keyboard. And then there is several natural option of natural behavior of that keyboard. For some instruments, natural behavior of that instrument. Try that and you will see you will like it very much. You can, every sound, factory sound, you can overwrite and you can restore whenever you want, or you can make user sound. We will go to the next window. We have portamento, we have mono, we have slide, we have V-tone, sustain, expression. We have another functionality here, and I will just go to page number 5. That is very important. Each of that sound can behave on different way. We can choose it as a first sound, as a second sound, and we can control it with modulation wheel. We can control it with Alt button. We can control it with sustain pedal. So those are interesting things where we can change instruments, add some instruments to, so for example, at piano, we can add pads, we can control it very well on this page. Now page number 6, familiar controls, attack, decay, sustain, release, everything that on any keyboard, modern keyboard, more expensive and top arranger keyboard, you can find those functions, or workstation. And on page 7, functions as well that should be on professional modern instrument. So that is what we can see in editing mode. I just, when I was talking about fast access is for buttons, but editing mode is bonus that I gave you in this video. It should be actually another video about editing mode. Just I wanted to tell you that we have a very powerful editing mode on this Event sound module. So now, with every style that we are playing, we have option to choose 4 sounds that we can dedicate to that style, specific sound to that style. It is in chord called STS. Yamaha has that genus. So, but what we have here, we can use user tabs, and in user tabs we can put 4 user tabs where we can have control of those sounds: grand piano, bebop, tenor, organ. So whatever those sounds are here. Now I'll exit from this button. Still I can control over those sounds. I like to have my user sound where I can control those 4 sounds, and I can control user actually tabs. I can control those controls. I can control voice, lock, bass, and what I can add here, what I need here, maybe I can control, for example, you can go through all those functions. Okay, let me not lose some time. I will tell you what I can add just from here. I can add, for example, view and modeling. That thing, I can add it here, and then I don't need to go from that window. If I add 2 more important functions to me, all those 2 more and this one are actually functions that I need beside all those physical functions that I have on this instrument. So everything that one professional musician needs for live performing, for serious gig. And I'm telling you, I have a lot of experience with a lot of keyboards. I'm playing them for many years. I am on tours with famous singers from my country. And it is required always to be on time, to change instruments, to be fast. So whole access that you need, you have exactly on this instrument. Nothing is missing. If you want to have more control, you can use controller. I'm using SLMK2, but you can use a lot of controllers. There's a lot of controls, small. They look like toys with a lot of buttons, potentiometers. Just add them. If they have option to program CC messages, with CC messages, you will solve your control of volume. You will solve your control of choosing sounds, changing sounds, doing panning, effect control of effects, control of, for example, polyphony, monophony, polyphony. Then you can, you can do a lot of things that you can see a list of controls that you can do with CC messaging. If you have that kind of controller with a couple of buttons and some sliders, you can add to this guy and you can have more control. On the beginning, I told you for this kind of space, the most important things are here. There is always space for improvement. Now you can say, look, we have 2 empty space. We can add something here, but what? Okay, give me an idea what we could add. And maybe we could add that with just pressing, for example, 2 buttons. If you press 2 buttons, then you have control you have more control for tempo. So if you press 2 buttons here, you can have here more control. So if you hold some buttons, you have more control. So you have actually more control on those buttons. Re-intro to ending, just hold to ending, press that re-intro we have here, and very fast access for every function that we need. Drawbar here, we have access there. So, and plus if you have some kind of controller. So that is very, very powerful controller. actually already here on this panel using those buttons and using touch screen. So, and if you want to talk about this instrument, you have to go all over all those controls and never think on the way like you were thinking when you were using Korg or Yamaha. All of them are different. You have to work with this instrument, give it some time to just be familiar with the instrument and to know where is which function. When you know everything, you will be able to have fast access to everything, like here or like here, or exit there, go to user tabs. Everything is there. Just you have to find it and you have to learn how to have fast access. You have to train your hands to access very fast to button that you need or to potentiometer that you need. There is everything about this video for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in my next video and have a great day.